Good boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and it's been a while since we last jumped into this, as there's always something that keeps coming up to interfere with my usual schedule. At this point, I should only plan a week ahead from now on, at least as far as the streams are concerned. Still, independent of that concern, it's been a while since we last jumped into this, so I have one objective and...
What have we got around here?
What do we have around here? I have one objective and one objective alone, so... If you remember the last time I streamed this, I had gone around doing the usual unique monster hunting, and had made decent progress. So if I go over to characters real quick, made decent progress on gem crafting and all that fun stuff. If I pull up my usual document, let's see what let me just remind myself how many are left. Let's see, decent number. Still making good progress, whittling away at everything of import there. But, something we ran into last time while we were attempting to fight the super bosses, well, turns out that they were giving quite a bit of trouble. And because of that, I decided to eventually just check out some of the challenge battles and leave it at that if memory serves. So, slight problem.
We already beat them once.
I actually was able to take it on. I took this on while in handheld mode out of morbid curiosity. I took the same team that I brought into challenge battles last time, the only difference being that I swapped Fiona out for Nia, and it took a while, but he did go down. So it turns out I could have taken on the super bosses, the only difference is that I didn't soul hack it. So my thinking is that it makes the most sense to me then, the way the game seems to be set up is that you've got the late game challenge battles, well I guess end game challenge battles more so, that are extremely difficult to take on and are going to require you to be on your game and have an excellent team set up exclusively for it. And you're also going to see similar, given that you can continuously ramp up the difficulty on the super bosses, as you can see. So, my thinking is, I will be coming back to this eventually to first soul hack it and then see how much I can ramp it up. And how much I can figure out on my own, but that's not going to be a major objective. Instead, since that I can also get the resource I need from this monster from a few common monsters scattered throughout Erythia, I think it instead makes sense to get a complete sense for everything on this giant bloody map. So, I've got the map pulled up on another tab, and we're going to see exactly how difficult it is to actually find everything on this bloody place. So, we're gonna start over here, and we're gonna keep looking until we find the literal everything. If it takes me 1 hour, cool. If it takes me 3 hours, I'm in for the long haul. I don't care how unwatchable this stream gets, it's gonna be fun, hopefully. Well, it'll at least be interesting for me. You just need to find all the landmarks? I am aware. The question is, can I find all the landmarks in a reasonable length of time? That is the question. Though, to be fair, I can always... Well, I do have the internet pulled up if I desperately need to find something. So my thinking is, we start with the obvious stuff by going to every landmass that I can find. So, let's start looking around. So let's see, is there anything obvious in places I've already visited? So we have that over there, which I believe is the first campground. I don't believe there's anything of import through here, apart from just a small bit of landmass. Yeah, that looks about right. Although, I hadn't explored all that much in this direction, so this is what I wanted to go looking around for. Hey Greg, how you doing? Let's see what else to chat up to. I was watching Kirby lore, it gets creepy. So I have heard. Let's see. And while I'm at it, I may as well take on any of the normal monster I need for the sake of the material I'm looking for. I'm not seeing that particular monster out and about. So, here was something I'm curious about. Anything tucked away in here? Oh, there's a Piranha's husk here. Okay, may as well beat it up. Huh. Alright then. So what am I beating up for this Piranha's husk? Alright, a variety of stuff, huh? Well, it's all marked out, so... lots of stuff to beat up. Alright, let's make this quick.
It's 'cause I'm just that good.
Uh-huh. And then this will last for all of 2 seconds, but it'll be fun. Huh. So there's unique dialogue for Rex and Schultz? Interesting. Wouldn't have expected that. Hey you, pay attention to me. At least this will be relatively easy pickings. Trying to do the final super boss on the highest level. Eventually. It'll be a while yet before I can reach that point. Although isn't it already at level 150? No matter.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Yep. Oh, and while I'm at it, I also am trying to make a more active attempt to go do all of the soul hacking grinding. So, everything that Uni has equipped is something that needs to be worked on in order to be upgraded. So, hopefully, actually, if I'm understanding correctly. Yep, there's the upgrade goal. Already acquired, already upgraded. So, everything that Uni has equipped is something that needs to be upgraded by just smacking stuff. I can go searching for specific monsters and whatnot later. And most of that, I believe, can be done offline anyway. It's just that you don't need to see me go and take on 15 of a particular monster type. Or unique monster if it ends up being the case. I did see a couple of those in there I'll need to worry about.
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
Don't worry, I want to do this.
Keep up the attack.
And nice and simple. I wonder why some of them were using Rex's... well, the 2 battle theme and some weren't. No matter. Die. Let's jab it on too. Okay. Fully showing up... well, fully getting this map was a pain. Yep, I am well aware. And, which is why we're focusing it first. One of the reasons, anyway. Final super boss is 120 normally, and the highest it can be maxed out at is 2... oh, jeez. 200 out.
I don't want to do this, but you're in
Well,
our
we'll
way.
see what happens.
Try not to waste too much.
Whoop, bam.
I'll keep up the attack.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Hey, you.
Make this
Pay
quick.
attention to me.
Always, Noah. This one's over here.
You pay attention to me, too.
I couldn't keep them in check.
Summon
I know
element. Elemental discharge.
Hey, anybody else around here I need to deal with? Ah, just this guy over here? Cool.
Don't
Next.
try to stop us.
You can be sure I'll do my
Anything else I need to worry about in chat? That doesn't look good right now. Alrighty. Sounds here all day. How was everybody's Thanksgiving for Americans? Did you see the second Kirby comment? I did. Let's see, is there anything I need to read from that? True final boss of Kirby Dream Land 3 is an eyeball that attacks you by cutting itself open. Yeah, sounds about right.
Sure I did, Santa.
Sounds about right for Kirby lore. I know enough to know I shouldn't look any further. Let's just put it that way. Here we are.
Let's use this.
A little late to be saying that.
Together now.
On it.
Actually, if I want to work on the Soul Hacker, maybe I should be in control of Uni right now. At least if I'm gonna have her be the one working on it for the moment. Does Uni still like you? What do you think? At some point I need to finish that compilation, though I've got a few too many projects on my plate right now. Eventually I might get enough attention to pay someone to do it for me, but till then...
Hey, do we want to rest?
That smarts.
What this? Customers? Come, dum-dum put kettle on. We ain't exactly customers. Shill told us to come here. You okay there, Rex? That's so. It's just like Dum-Dum, being daydreamy again and not pay attention. Here is stone for friends. Cheers, we'll get it where it needs to be. Now it's time for tea. Sorry, we're a bit busy. Friends know what good for... Well, friends know who good for go for tea with? The Looker. The Looker is very fun, no pun. That's great. You know what? You should go for tea with Loloka instead of us. Yes, that good plan.
More names.
Well done.
Anything to help our cause.
At some point, I'll need to see if I have all of those.
I see some relations. Anything to help our cause.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hello! Hello!
There's so much choice.
Oh, clicked the wrong one. No, I wanted Dum-Dum again. There we go. Recently, Dum-Dum feel much of flurry and feathers. Is odd feeling. Friends too? Or just Dum-Dum? Did you see the Great Sea? Nope. Dum-Dum just sitting quietly, drinking tea, minding own business. So incurious. So is you gender bent or your sister? Ah! Probably closer to me. Personality-wise, anyway. Alright, you. Turn around. Don't ask me how this works, I don't get it either. This thing back up. It can't. Probably should have led with that. Wouldn't it be funny if I just backed up the whole way through? In order to expose this whole map? That'd be sick. Anything of import over here? Well, it's a location. But is there anything of import in here?
This is our first time here, isn't it?
Apparently. Perhaps I should have lowered my level so I'd get more from it. Huh. Oh, interesting.
I guess this is fate too, huh?
Huh. I guess it would make sense that there were more... fascinating. I guess it would make sense there would be more than the one to introduce the concept and then a final one for a super boss. Alright. Okay. Whoops. Alright, not too complicated this time.
I should write this all down.
Yes, write this all down, Mio. I'm not entirely incompetent, just mostly incompetent.
Wonder what's inside.
I found
Anything
something
good?
shiny.
We should take good care of that.
What's your favorite hero personality-wise? Let me look through him real quick. Whoops. Not sure who I would put down. I mean, Triton's probably gotten the most laughs at this point. Oh, another one. What do we got? Okay. This seems pretty simple. Oh, that's why it's not simple. Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Intellect of friends suffice.
Oh! I accidentally did it. I'm gonna pretend I meant to do that. Let's see. Monica's the one I probably respect the most. Ashira is just insane. Well, this looks important.
These are worth a bit, right?
We should
Oh,
take good care of
just
that.
an origin shard.
I'll
Fair
collect
enough.
the ether here.
Oh hey, there's one of the normal monsters I need to beat up off in the distance.
This is something decent, right?
Oh hey, Ether, Enosphere. Excellent. See, Triton was just silly.
I hope we can make use of this.
Found something shiny.
We should take good care of that.
Cool. Alright, now we beat these guys up.
Let's like.
Is the reason Ashira is crazy makes sense? I suppose, though, doesn't make her any less crazy.
Can't let you fill me up Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
There we are. I also like Fiona's probably Agnes summer camp.
This should be enough to give Eno a boost.
A bit silly, but I guess that's to be expected. Although, it's kind of curious to look at the heroes, though, because with so many of them needing to have a very similar background, given the whole war between Agnes and Keves, it ends up being grounded. Well, more grounded, but I wonder if there's... Well, it makes you wonder if there's genuinely enough variety between the characters. Although, it's not as if any of them particularly blend together in my mind, at least. It's not as if I'm suddenly gonna mix up Xeon with someone. And not just because of the voice. Alrighty, let's take a look at the map. So, I think as part of my wanderings, I think I want to try and get the outline of the map as well. If I can. Let's see. Coruscant Core. That's a random name and a half. Okay, I don't think I've been on either of those land masses, so we'll check them out next. Let's have a look. So, what's... Actually, it looks like I have been on this island. Hang on. What was I on here for? Ah, right. Okay, that makes sense. Have I genuinely obtained everything there is to see on this island, then? Looks like if there is anything of import, it'll be over this way, so we can probably just use this to drive over there rather than need to do too much, unless it's over on an outcropping. Which it might be looking at that, but doesn't look too complicated. Come on, there you go. Kind of wish you could zoom out that map like that. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's too much to worry about there. Well, alright, so that just presumably goes out into the bay where we spent that night one time. Yep, that looks familiar. We've got the camp over there. We may as well just ring around the island real quick, since we've got another small bit to check out this way. Simple enough.
What kind of place is this?
Alright, location discovered. Anything of note in this location? Am I getting special music? Is that just because it went to night? It could be. To be fair, I'm pretty sure when I fast travel, it usually resets to daytime. Oh, hello. What's this about? Well, first let's collect the ether just to make sure we're topped off.
I'll claim the ether here.
We can figure out what those guys are up to. Probably just people watching as the final battle's taking place, to be fair. There's a line from Uni about saying that, well, from her saying all they talk about with Xeon these days are potatoes. Of course. Oh, might this be about? Ah. I'm about to set off. Are your preparations complete? Ah, okay. Just give me a shout when you're ready to go, okay? Okay. This is an outcropping meant to get back to the city, since that it's currently burrowed elsewhere. Okay, neat. Well, I got a location, well, experience from a location marker, so...
Take good care of that.
Probably a good thing that I did double back over here, but still. Guess that's how they're getting back to the city proper, when you're not fast traveling. Speaking of which, it probably would be faster for me to fast travel at this point. Okay, so what major areas have I not hit? Wait. Oh, there's a small outcropping that way I missed, I think. Yeah, it looks like there's a small secret area that I missed over in this direction. Probably fastest spawn in here. Yep, and it resets time of day. No, actually, I'm kind of curious. Have I properly heard the nighttime theme for this? May as well set it to start of night real quick. Just to see what happens. There we are. This looks important. Oh, Enosphere. Definitely important then. Once you get to 100%, watch a video about Xenoblade Chronicles 3's hero designs. Well, heroes' dialogues on locations.
Hey, is the cave? Should we go in?
First things first. Step 1, we beat up a bunch of crabs. A bunch of giant enemy... well, I guess they're technically giant enemy crabs. Close enough. Don't worry, I have all ranged attacks, so it won't matter because I get blowdown. There we go. Spin to win.
And that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own. This should be enough to give Eno a boost.
Let's see, there's also a conversation from the missing ration... well, there's also a funny background conversation for the missing ration scene. Still. Feel free to throw them into react submissions and I can hit them along the way. What are you all up to? Okay, now I'm curious. Where are you going? I'm not about to get hit by a unique monster, am I? I mean, to be fair, I do need to keep working on those. Goods. Why are you veering off? Oh, you're just fleeing from me, aren't you? Yeah, you're just fleeing. Don't care that much. Sorry, for a second it looked like there was someone here. I want for there to be something there, but it looks almost deliberate.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like it.
Legacy of the Seven. Largest ring. Boost block rate by 60. I'm trying to remember what significance that
Is
has.
this like a rare thing?
And I'm drawing a blank. Well, either way. Nice view, if nothing else. I'll be at a cloudy one.
These are worth a bit, right?
We should take good care of that.
Alrighty. There we go. I had that. Oh yeah, there's all the fun to be had. Let's see. Of the islands I've visited, have I hit every landmark? Let's see, that was easy enough. This one, looks like there were only the 2 landmarks, so I'm good there. Get rid of the unique monsters so they're not cluttering this. Okay, so we had unique monster we fought over here. Apparently there was a rest stop over this way? Hang on, isn't this where we got Triton's colony? It has been a while since we visited them. Well, I suppose that would make for a next... I think that would make for a good next stop. Posted the playlist in Discord? Alright, I'll add it to the list of stuff to check out. I think I should have gone at a different spawn point, but so be it. Actually, I may as well add that to the list of stuff while I'm waiting. Let's see.
We're really going in here?
Oh, don't mind. You get used to it. Alright. It's in the correct direction. Alright, more after everything Xenoblade 3 is done, dialogue compilations. Grab that real quick. Hiya. Oops. And... blank. Cool. Yeah. Supposedly somewhere around here... Ah!
Looks like a good spot to rest our weary bones.
That's why I didn't run into it. There was a campsite out here the whole damn time.
You can never go wrong with some ether.
That's kind of funny. Actually, it has been a while since I stopped by this colony. And it sounds like they're as rough as ever. Might not be a bad idea to stop by and at least see if there's any quests or anything that I can pick up while I'm here. I don't think they have a canteen, but worth double checking just to be on the safe side.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
I don't remember how many people there are in this colony. Oh yeah, how long has that container been back there? Okay, is there anyone left in this colony? Where is everyone? No matter.
Hey, here's a goodie.
Wonder what's inside.
I found something shiny.
We should take good care of that.
Thoughts on Triton as a character? Would you want to punch him like Uni? I probably wouldn't go that far. Just give him a stern talking to, maybe. Also, what am I hearing in... Ah, I see. It's an intervention point. I hope those don't count for something on our metric. Otherwise, we could be here a while. See, just as a reminder, there's nothing in here, right? Yeah, we grabbed that container already. Good. Okay. We may as well go interfere with that, see if we can get some free Nopon coins. Then we can spawn in elsewhere, look for something else to go hunt. Yes, please. Are you actually going to get in range? Thank you. I do find it funny that Noah said yes in the end. I did go and look back at that for the sake of the compilation, and then just the fact that I was stun locked after he said yes. I mean, Uni predicting that Uni will punch him, that's the easy one. Noah assenting is where it throws you for a loop. Because you think he'll be the amiable guy, just trying to make nice with everybody and all that fun stuff, and then he says, once. And you're thrown for a loop. Oh yeah, I've got that side quest to do. Okay, so I've got the 2 landmarks over there. Looks like I technically have all the locations set up there. Huh. About on that. Okay, and it looks like there's plenty to explore over in this island. We've got the camp, but it looks like there's a pair of other landmarks through here that I can see too, as evidenced by the Enosphere. We may as well knock out that Enosphere while we're here. Okay then. Also, I like Uni throwing Tyon in the bath. Which one was that? Okay, so... somewhere over yonder, there's a landmark. So does it need just landmarks, or does it need locations as well? If it needs locations too, we could be here a while. Oh, hello. Anything good?
I hope we can make use
Oh,
of
in the
this.
spa? Fair enough.
Is this like a rare thing?
That was immediately auto-sold because I have a few too many ultra-pure gemstones, but never mind that.
I guess this is fate too, huh?
I need landmarks and secret... so just landmarks and secret areas? Well, let's hope it doesn't need locations too, or else we are really going to be here a while. See if I can drop down without dying. Thank you.
That smarts.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to work on Uni. Oh yeah, hang on.
Come on, who else? Gonna blast them into next week.
Alright, let's beat him up. I just realized you're not going to get a lot of healing on that unless you're actually taking hits, are you? Or people in general are taking hits, I should say. There we go. Don't even get a chance to use the other ones, huh?
I'm the
That'll be it.
girl with the gun.
Oh hey, another container I can grab. I'm gonna have a lot to do with Eno by the time I'm done here. Holy
Should have enough
crap.
to give Eno a boost now.
Alright, so where's the rough location of that landmark? Interesting. By the look of the map, it's actually more out that direction. I may as well swing by and grab the other one while I'm here. Well, that looks fancy, or important. Time to find out how important. Never mind all the spiders rising out of the ground.
This is a discovery.
Third pillar remnant, huh? Remember what that's a remnant of. It's been a while. That's one landmark. As well as side quest in that direction we'll need to worry about eventually. Okay, so... there's one more directly west, well, eastward. But take a look around here. Oh wait, up there. That's probably my best bet to find something, though it looks like there's something of interest over here as well. Color me curious. Okay, is this just a Kavesi campground?
Oh,
Looks like there should be something up there, but I'm not sure how I would reach it if there is. Probably nothing too much to worry about there. Still, for now, I believe the real prize is up this way if I can figure out how to get up there. Oh hey Regal, how you doing? So tired, I've been up since 4 AM and now it's 8:30 and I have at least another hour left of work. Oof. Good luck, buddy. Let me guess. Having to work service during during a holiday season? That's what it sounds like anyway. Rough time. Well, bam. Nice and simple. One of the pillar remnants took me forever to find. Oh, there's more than one, huh? Good thing I'm looking stuff up instead of trying to do it the normal way. I know we'll be here forever and a half otherwise. How far are we into the game? The last I saw was the opening cutscene. Let me put it this way, Regal. This was my most recent save file. I think that says all it needs to.
Fighting for territory, I suppose.
Ah, more of them, huh? There's a lot that I can interfere with today. I'm not gonna complain, but still.
Better not spill any of this.
How do you spill ether anyway with how you're collecting it? No matter. So yeah, all that to say, we've been at this for a while. Someone had to find them all by themselves once? Yes! Which is why I'm reliant on the weaponized autism of the internet to find it for me. I probably could have done it by myself eventually, but still. Fun fact, on launch, many food buffs didn't work. Okay, finally I can start hitting these. For all of 1 second.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
Alrighty.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Now, what might be up this way? Oh, wait a minute. Right, Erythia.
This is new.
Right, Erythia, of course. Of course it would be a remnant of the Great Titan below Leftheria. Oh hey!
This will be rough. I've got no choice.
Something I can soul hack. I'll take it. Another legacy of the Seven. What's referred to by Seven in this case? Because my first thought when thinking Seven would be, well, Xenoblade 1, but this would be more associated with 2. Although I suppose it depends on how they categorize it, but still.
I'll be right here.
There we go. Alright, let's hold on draining vacuum since that the key there is healing people. Ooh, still landing burst. Not that I don't think I need it against this one. Is this one of the enemies I need to take down? It is not. Still worth something, perhaps. Hiya. Okay, Rex has officially Rexed. See if we can heal him a bit. I don't think I was in range to heal him. Hard to tell. He could have just taken a bunch of damage while I was at it, but either way. Hiya. I'm on you. Someone's angry indeed. Oh, you think the Legacy of the Seven's referring to the Founders. Well, how are they defining 7 in that case? I wonder. Unless there ends up being something important that we find along the way, but... if you insist, Uni.
Are you okay?
At least we've got fast recharge here. Assuming we can actually hit this guy. Oh wait, people are actually taking damage now, aren't they? Unacceptable. Ooh, nice. Come on, healers, do your job. Don't make me get Nia out here. I will do it. You're done? Oh, you think it's referring to... oh, you think it's referring to the Founders in general, not based on prior iterations. You're thinking of the City Founders. Although, they only mentioned 6 City Founders, though, so Riku's intentionally left out of the record on that. So, I'm not sure how well that applies necessarily, but... even so, Act. What do I get? Royal Charisma, huh? I'm assuming that's a skill?
Are you gonna praise me?
We'd be lost without you, Uni.
Of course. Actually, I didn't check skills while I was at it, did I? Alright, what's new? Extends duration of... ooh, that's useful. Actually, I didn't look at the... didn't look at skills for upgrading either. Chronological. Beat the specified number of monsters. Honestly, I should probably start setting a few of these. Okay. Actually, has Needle Shell already been put into place? Okay, yeah, I'll get something from it. Cool. Thank you. Alright, so there was a container over that way. Let's see if I can figure out how to get to it. Riku is technically treated as the 7th. Still. Does he technically count as a city founder, though? Because he broke up, didn't he? Well, I guess it depends on when exactly he broke away. Go? Oh, I suppose depending on his mechanical knowledge, I suppose there is a degree of plausibility here if he and Nickel were primarily responsible for the city's inner workings. Here we are.
It'd be rude not to.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
There we are. Alright, that's this island taken care of as far as landmarks. Then, let's see. We've got all of them exposed on that one. There's a small outcropping over here that we haven't hit yet. Hang on, why is there still a point of interest marked out? Did I... oh wait, did I not even open the container? See what was in there? Anything good? Daenerys ring. Oh, that's useful. Quite useful. Okay. Now. I think we spawn in here then. Alright, so there's a small landmark over this way. Presumably for this small bit. Location discovered. Okay, I don't need any more ether right now. Is there anything interesting through here? Whatever through here is. Oh, another one of these pillars. This must be the landmark?
Here, isn't it?
Okay. Anything of interest over this way before I get too far along? Alright, well we've got a spot for an... Ooh!
It's got a name. Well, that's wet my whistle, that has.
Looks risky, but we've got this. None of us are losing, right?
Alright, let's beat this one up next. So, Riku is technically the 7th. He says he doesn't plan to leave for many years in Future Redeemed. Well, I remember him also talking about embedding himself within Kevese over the course of Future Redeemed. I'll have to go double check a couple things before I commit too much to the script I have, I guess. Alright, Rex, don't die before I can heal you a bit. Unless it's only self-healing on Draining Vacuum, which would be annoying, but since I'm doing a very bad job about drawing aggro. He said he would later. Fair enough. I'll have to double check. This one's relatively easy pickings. At some point I'll have to make a list of all the uniques I need to take down. I think anything below level 40 at this point I can probably just take on my own. Other than that, especially for higher level stuff that might actually pose a challenge. Although I'll get a decent number of them as I continue going for unique monster stuff. There we go. Soul Hacked. Another art. Shell Guard.
Spectacular.
And I was the MV.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, how are we doing on... Okay, we're doing fine on those. Okay. What do we get? Reduce damage taken and damage dealt. Okay. Unsurprising.
You're all thinking it.
Be at rest.
There we go. Another one down. Alright, we'll go grab that origin shard and then figure out where we need to go from there. I wonder if I'm allowed to jump on any of that. Presumably not.
This should prove useful later.
These are line.
There we go. Alright, what's next? Okay, so we have that small bit. Let's see, we have everything from over here. Both campsites. Still have a few points of interest in that direction. I'm trying to remember why, though. Alright, so we have the inlet camp. And from there... It looks as if we... Which... Alright, let me double check. I mean, up to a point, if it reaches a certain point, I just start scouring on my own, to be fair. Okay, is there any landmass I have not hit? See, there's a small bit down that... Alright, a couple small bits down that way, but I think... There's a small bit of landmass over here not associated with... Oh, okay, let me just go down the list real quick. I did say I wasn't looking to be entertaining with this one. Okay, so... got the 3 landmarks and the 2 camps associated with this one. 3 landmarks in the camp. Camp on that. Just took care of that. Oh, there's a secret area over here.
Around everywhere.
Apparently. So just over in that direction, there's apparently a secret area I missed. That fails. God help us. Is Riku a common variety Milpon? I've made my stance clear on that already, I feel. Already got that container? Yeah, looks like it. Wonder why I stopped running in this direction before. To be fair, I was skeptical of Riku fairly early, but especially after he starts nodding to Melia as if he knows her. I forgot I needed a refresher. I mean, short version, I had been increasingly... well, I had been skeptical since he seemed to know too much, especially after it turned out, oh, he's got this important hammer. He has Lucky 7 that he got from who knows where. Another legacy of the 7. I owe this ring. But that one, not bad. Bad at all.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything
Oh,
like it.
and I kept going with the auto run. That do it? Not quite. Okay. So, I've got everything there. Get everything on that. We can double check this real quick. We have the landmark over here. Got the camp, landmark. Landmark. I don't need locations as well, do I? Okay, all 3 landmarks associated with this one. Landmark and camp. Did I somehow miss something along Heves Castle region? I think so. Alright. 2, 3... I actually got more landmarks here than what are marked on this map. Oh, that's concerning. Oh, hang on. Hang on. It seems that there might be some aspects to this that I haven't explored yet, because I was focused purely on... Okay, I found our treble. There's a small island I missed. Well, there's also this area I missed because level 96. I might need to switch to the I'm taking this seriously bit. Apparently there's a lot through here that it has been unexplored, and there's a couple of landmarks through here. I'm surprised you're letting me walk by.
It doesn't look like we can interlink in here. Let's proceed carefully.
Right, because I had stuck my nose in here out of curiosity looking for something, or I had gotten my ass kicked. Right, now it's coming back.
I think you're all that
think I lead with Draining Vacuum. I'm intelligent. Yeah, I heard the warning for no interlink. Oh, that's it. Well, at least it seems that we're able to handle the monsters. Although if we encounter a unique, there might be trouble. I guess we'll just have to see. Good time for that. There we go. So much for getting healing on Draining Vacuum, but so be it. Although I suppose if I care about healing, I should go to a healing... well, retool Soul Hacker to a healing class.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Okay, so... I'm gonna have to fight those guys to reach that guy? No, I will not. Cool.
Time to do the right thing, eh?
You'd rather a unique or 80 billion mooks? I'm assuming you're asking which I would rather fight. Huh. I'm just getting no healing on Draining Vacuum. Is it just because I have very little healing power as a tank right now? Yeah, it could be. And there goes Rex. Okay, I should bust Mia out. Just so that I've got that as a backup. You think Xenoblade Warriors would work? I think so. I'm not sure where they would set it at this point. But I think I think something like that could work. I'm surprised those two enemies over there haven't joined the fray yet. And there goes Noah. You're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Totally. There we go. Well, at least I'm getting rank ups on classes. Let's see, how are we looking on that? Let's see, Senna's almost done with that one.
I put my head down and pulled us through.
Alright, so let's see. A small bit over this way.
Is that what I think it is?
Good thing we found this.
Okay. At least we can take on what's down here. Anything interesting in this little outcropping? Ah, container. And they're making us work for it. Very well. Shall we dance? I'd like them to redo the OG Fire Emblem crossover part. I'm assuming you mean Fire Emblem Warriors? That has potential, I suppose. I'm trying to think of what they would tap into for that. If you had access to every Xeno game, I could see it working pretty well, but otherwise... But that is contingent on getting everybody on board for that. Which I don't know how difficult that would be.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Something so valuable here.
And I lure them away one at a time. Nope, we're finding them all. Hey, I was doing something there. Wow, Lance is already on the ground. And I can't enter the... Well, at least that guy's dead in a hurry, so actually... Ah, again, I was just about to use that move. Please don't drop lands or I'm in serious trouble. Okay, it's fine. It's fine for the moment. At least got Senna backed up as needed. Ah, jeez. Oh crap, they're both down now. Kill him quickly. Kill him quickly. Please don't die, Rex. Please don't get Rexed. Please. Yeah, it looks like it is doing a little bit of healing, but on a non-healing version of Soul Hacker, it's practically useless. Might be better off swapping to something else. But luckily, this thing doesn't seem able to hurt us fast enough to where it's a problem. But looking at that, I better bring Nia in. As amusing as it is to have Rex along, I should make sure that I either have another character set up as a healer, or bring out Nia.
Come to uni.
Actually, you know what? I just gear Uni towards healing. That's the simpler way to do it. Not as if I'm relying on her for tanking right now, not with... I think it's Mio? Yeah, set up as Lost Vanguard. We'll just do that. I'm surprised there hasn't been a Final Fantasy Warriors. How hasn't there been? Huh. I wonder why. Probably some eccentricity from Square's side, to be fair. I don't know enough about their inner workings to say for certain, though. Alright, let's take a look around.
They're on it.
Alright, we're gonna be here a bit. Oh jeez, Lance is already on the ground. Good. See how good healing is with draining back in now. Didn't notice a difference, but... Come on, hit him. There we go. Good thing I maxed out level. Didn't expect to need to. Road!
Whatever happened to not being careless?
I mean, Blowdown isn't as annoying in this game as it was for 2, but jeez. Okay, and then there was... Yeah, that's right. Only one of you at a time, please. I like winning. And we got all three of them out. Actually, no. Either combo works. Jeez. Where'd Senna go? Oh crap, they're both down. Oh, better not on my phone right there if it's gonna vibrate like that. Okay, Senna's up. Okay, one down. Good. Cool. I have no idea if I'm getting anything useful from these, but you know what? Ooh, Rex lasted long enough to land that ability. Nice. Oh, and then he got Rexed. I should hang on to Bomberhead then if I need to land launch. Ah, come on, man. That's just me. Get him. There's another. Alright, there we go. Do you think we'll get another Fire Emblem Warriors? If they do, will they do a redo of the first one? Because that roster was sad. Honestly, I don't know. I think it will depend on how well Age of Imprisonment does. That's my best guess. Because, by my understanding, well, in theory, if Age of Imprisonment does well, they've got reason to keep going, but I do wonder how often they can pull out the same sort of game before it starts having diminishing returns. Or ends up being repetitive in people's minds.
Nice. Thanks for
Hard to say.
We can't
Hard to
leave it
say.
like this. Should be time for dinner soon, right? Oh man, they've really gone and done it now.
Something so valuable here.
Am I allowed to sneak past?
Whoa, visitor.
Not quite. Did I only aggro? Oh, nope, I aggroed all of them. Okay, fine. Just kill me. Okay, don't actually kill me. I want to find a landmark before you do, but... Okay, it is doing a little bit of healing, just not amazing. Oh wait, hang on, I'm the only healer up. Fix that, now. Okay, and then we've got lands. Haha. Oh, this thing thing. Oh, am I still alive? Holy crap. I'm about to fall, so it doesn't matter much, but still. Okay, we've almost got one down. Okay. Okay, we just need to stabilize and we're fine. That one's almost dead. Okay, if it's only one now, I think we're okay. As long as its AoE isn't total bullshit. Oh, actually, if I'm really that concerned... And the chain attack button and really have fun. Let's see how much we're getting from Draining Vacuum. Yeah, not much. No matter, it's not as if I'm looking for anything too fancy. I just wanted to give myself some breathing room, so I don't care about how good this chain attack ends up being. Although, this could give us enough class points for the character to finish something off. I guess we'll see. I wonder if you could rework Three Hopes into a traditional... Well, if you reworked Three Hopes into a traditional Fire Emblem, what would chess look like? I'm not sure. Would that turn out? Because honestly, you probably could turn Three Hopes into a traditional Fire Emblem game if you really wanted to. I don't think you would have to change much. Because we've had mercenaries as Fire Emblem protagonists in the past. That wouldn't be the strangest thing. Let's go with this route. There we go. Guys will have fun landing burst for days, I suppose. Who has topple? You do. See what I can set up off of that. Actually, this would probably set up more. Relatively speaking, anyway. Boom! I wonder if someone could mod Shez into 3 houses. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been done yet. Three Hopes felt rushed. The hero classes in the code almost fully finished but unused. I'm not sure it's really needed, to be fair, but oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this! Please tell me one of you knows a Smash art. Wow. Freaking wow. What are the odds? Just hit him and be done. Wow. Freaking wow. Ugh. No matter. Did you ever get the feeling the Three Hopes was rushed and was going to get DLC? Well, they supposedly came up with a reason for why the endings were left ambiguous, but
Getting kind of hungry here.
not particularly impressed with their reasons, to be fair, but still. They did give technical reasons. Ooh, actually, if I'm looking for
Keep you guys
healing,
safe.
that'll work. Okay.
Way home. Ring of roses.
That'll work.
Try slash.
Perfect.
This is our first time here, isn't it?
Oh. There was a landmark literally right there if I had just kept running. That's funny. Alright, what are we looking at for this one? Okay, so we've got this over here, and then there's a landmark further down this way. I just have to be willing to cross the Lake of Death by the looks of it. Let's see what I can do without drawing attention. Well, too much attention. Okay. Now, how do I get to you? Well, apparently I need to go over here for a container, so very well.
It'd be rude not to.
Well, if you can get them
Oh.
back, huh?
Oh, hi! Where'd you go? Where'd you all come from? Well, let's beat him up, I suppose. What else is chatting up to? Let's see, since Mercenaries got brought up, it made me think of a Fire Emblem game similar to Mech Warrior 4 Mercenaries. I'm assuming you mean it's SRPG with that? Either way, you get to build your own mercenary company and choose which factions to take contracts from. Well, that sounds fascinating. Well, you remember the name of that game? Oh, jeez. Come on, Uni, you're the only one who can bring people up right now. Come on, keep working. Now, alright, then dead. Land. Wait. Oh, I was getting Rex then, wasn't I? Oops. Clearly I have my priorities straight. I need the Rex to Rex again. Yeah, do you remember the name of that game? It sounds curious. Found it on 3 Hopes didn't get DLC when all other Nintendo news, so not counting Age of Imprisonment because it just came out, that DLC. Huh. Honestly, given the nature of the story, I'm not sure what you could have done for DLC. Because they had already brought the Ashen Wolves out to play. And given the nature of the story, I don't know what kind of DLC missions you could have included that would have still worked. I don't know. Alright, I don't feel like dying. Let's hit the chain attack button again. Oh my gosh, good timing too. Alright, let's try not to get ourselves in the same trouble as last time. Double Spinning Edge! Let's see. There we go. Also set up a regen field so we can start working our way back up for when we inevitably need to lay down the law. There we go. That gets us 2. I was at least expecting an update to add the hero class. No. Oh, sorry, it's not an actual Fire Emblem game, poor phrasing on my part. What I meant was it made me imagine a Fire Emblem game like MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. That could be interesting. I wonder how you would structure that from a game balance standpoint, because that would be the most difficult part. I'll have to think about that. Well, it gives me some ideas for my game dev ambitions, I suppose. So I'm going to be kept pretty busy by what I already have in mind. Okay, so we can at least get this one going. Ah, right. The other one had days on it. I'm intelligent. There we go. Oh, even better. Okay, giving attacks unblockable sounds the most useful. And we can just hit the burst right now if we want to try setting something else up. Alright, what AoE nonsense do we have that we can bring to bear? Ooh, that'll be fun. Whoa! That was nearly... Ooh. Would you make a game with... Well... Because the difficulty you'd run into with a strategy game on that dimension, for something where you can pick which faction to join. If you're able to move back and forth, the problem you run into is that you can end up inadvertently creating challenge runs, as it were. Which could end up being fascinating all unto itself, but... Could you keep it intact enough from a game balance standpoint to be interesting? How would you make that work? I'm gonna have to mull over that. But bam. Balancing, I think it could be something similar to MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. So, is it a strictly turn-based strategy game? Because I remember the MechWarrior games I'm familiar with are... Let's see. The MechWarrior games I'm most familiar with are real-time games, so... Magic. I don't think we have enough people with fast recharge on the field. Alright, another one down. Ooh, Noah got max rank on what he's working on. Nice. So, contracts that you get at the start are rather simple and straightforward, but get harder as you progress. And now the factions start fighting, which makes it hard to stay neutral or liked by all of them. Okay, so I'm already seeing a little bit of it. Though... I guess it would depend on, well, you'd have to have a pretty good grasp of the world building then to figure out how to balance both, well, balance it from both a gameplay standpoint and from, well, and to still make it compelling from a story standpoint, to give you some measure of control over how it proceeds through your intervention. Sounds like a fascinating puzzle to, well, figure out. Also, would you be so kind as to perish? What's the next game after Xenoblade? I hope for Pikmin. Short version. I want to clear out the backlog from games I've started but not finished yet. I still need to spend some time with Silksong and Deltarune. Although, I'm tempted to consign both to Let's Plays on the Game Dungeon, given the nature of both. I'm just not sure about the exact timing there yet. I wanted to see to at least one of them before I commit to anything else. After I'd finished with Xenoblade, I had planned on moving on to a CRPG, and I think I know which one I want to do, it's just a matter of starting it. Got to fight? Yes. Alright, here we go. Alright. Is there anything else I need to see? Thoughts on videos Nintendo has bought or could buy? People have been talking about it again because of the Singapore buyout. I'm not prepared to speculate on that. I feel like there are too many variables up in the air as far as, well, I feel like there are too many variables up in the air given the nature of the economy right now. I'm not prepared to make any declarative statements on what Nintendo's going to do next. Man, I forget. Did I really tailor this team? Oh, right. This was the team that I had tailored to... Well, of course I'm running into a bunch of things. Duh. I tailored this to unique monster hunting. Duh. Well, wait a minute. I need to change out Noah's class so we can keep working on stuff. Don't I? Road. As soon as these guys are down, I'll need to change out Noah's class, but that's easy enough.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Alrighty. What should I assign to? No. So you were on an attacker. I've been favoring just trying to complete stuff to get it simplified, but... Actually, in that case...
Leave the enemies to me.
Yeah, keep working on Full Metal Jaguar. Pretty close to done on that one.
Way home! Try slash! Mighty beat!
That'll do. So, I find most CRPGs too hard. I tend to die in the beginning, or... Oh, am I about to fight? Yes. I tend to die in the beginning, or find the controls hard to grasp because I feel like I have no control over the character. I'd be curious to know which CRPGs you're playing that led to that impression. If you like Fire Emblem, try Pokemon Conquest. It's a Pokemon crossover with Nobunaga Ambitions for the DS. What else is jacked up to you? The gameplay and story, I think both would work well together, as you could choose if you want to work with them all equally to get the most money, or support one in particular due to agreeing with their goals and ideology. And you can end up inadvertently having challenge runs by effectively pissing all of them off, too, couldn't you? Or intentionally letting your reputation sink. You take a page from XCOM and allow people to fail a mission, I wonder. And if so, to what extent? And of course, the moment I try and land it, it's gone.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Alright, I think we're close to the landmark I was looking for. Yes, it should just be through here. Honestly, it may be worth just... You know what? Here's what we do.
Just part of the protocol, innit?
It's very simple. We just run through. Holy crap, that's a lot of husks. Assuming that's what that's about. Alright, we have it. Demi-human gutter. Oof. Lovely thought. And I'm about to get dropped. Nice knowing you all. To Nobunaga Ambitious is a tactics game by Koei Tecmo. Yeah. Is Koei Tecmo involved in everything? Feels like it at this point. I recognized a couple of the writers on Age of Imprisonment as in the credits in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Which explains the character work, to be fair, but... I've been kind of curious on that, because for as little time as Age of Imprisonment has with the new characters, there's a surprising amount of variety without them getting too repetitive. So, you don't get a lot of time with them still. It's not anything groundbreaking, but still. Alright, that guy's almost down. Thank you. Cool. And of course, I'm never in time for launch. I posted something in game recommendations. What do we got? Alright. Just to make sure I'm aware of it. There. Oh, I thought I was ready. Never mind. Just kill. Well, we got one of them anyway. Damn, we've had enough time for Violent Streak to come out? Fair enough. I don't think so, given it's a holiday, but, well, holidays are an opportunity to do stuff around the house that you always never make time for. There we go. I'm not allowed to get anything for Draining Vacuum. I'm surprised we made it through without trouble. This isn't even a team geared towards combat, it's more geared toward just grinding more so than anything else. I'm surprised we're not having more trouble on here. I'm not going to complain, but I am surprised. You okay there, Rex? Okay, we got this under control. Down to go. This place is bloody. And it looks like there's containers I can go after throughout. Well, actually, real quick. Is that the last piece I needed? No. Yeah. I think I saw a while ago a message saying, hey, you still haven't found everything you can. Still small bit... Well, there's still something somewhere that I missed, but... Well... I guess then we can just explore through here in the meantime. Because holy crap, that's a lot of husks. I feel like it should have changed for all of them instead of making me do it twice in a row, but okay. There's an Enosphere in here? If it's too easy, boot it up to hard? Hey, I'm not looking for a challenge right now. I have booted it up to hard for side quests, but not for main gameplay. Alright, so. Level 102.
It's got a name. Well, that's wet my whistle, that has.
Huh. Okay. Well, I know that's down here now. What sort of reward do I get for interfering here? Not bad, actually. I don't feel like getting involved here. Oh. I'm not going to be allowed to collect anything, huh? Well, you know what? I have a landmark. Let's at least make sure I have everything. Also, what's new here? Oh, right. Element Genesis. No matter. Okay, before I get too far. I'm still nothing to worry about there. Okay, so. What hast I missed? There's a small outcropping over here that I might... Well, that might be treated as a location. A small little inlet over here that might be worth checking on as well. Let's start there. I don't think that's related, but just in case it is.
Oh!
Haven't seen that in a long time. How do those even work nowadays, since that Agnes and Kevis are back under the control of the actual queens? No, Matsu. Go check it out. Regardless. Is this gonna count as a location?
Good thing we found this.
Look it. Not where I expected it to be.
It'd be rude not to.
Clearly.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh, it just landed. Cool.
Look, a supply drop. What should we do?
Might as well grab it while we're here.
We should look out for these on our travels. They're on us.
Oh, right, you make me fight these guys whenever I have to go after them, right? Fair enough. There we go.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
Simple enough.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Uni, you ready? Okay. Good thing we found this.
There we go. Okay. So that wasn't it. What have I missed? Oh. That lamp. Let's look around a bit more. So is it just based on landmarks, or is it more than that? Hang on. That one. Look like there's anything. Tell me I'm gonna have to scour this place. Suck if I do. Unless there's something here that they're gonna make me explore. So, at some point I want to double back there for those level 102s. Until then. Okay, let me just double check on everything. Okay. So, I have the initial ones. All those check out. So we've got the campground over there. And over there. Working our way up. 2 camps. Wait a minute. There's a random island in the middle of nowhere out here. Hang on. Is there a random landmark out there? Is that it over there?
This is new.
Really? This counts as... Really?
It'd be rude not to. This is gonna
Really?
be a bunch. These are lying around everywhere.
Really? This counts
Not to.
as a landmark. Nothing significant as far as unique monsters, a pair of containers, and something as dumb as... Still not. Okay, so that was a random landmass. So what else we got? Okay. Looking around. So... landmarks, 2 camps. Alright, so that's over at the call. Small outcropping over that way. Related to anything here. So we have the actual landmarks. Camp. Huh. Part of me is curious what's over this way, because it seems like there's another landmass that I can land on. Kind of curious on that count. I guess I'll double check that real quick since I'm morbidly curious. Is this important to anything? Or is this just here? Unless I also have to map out every location, which if that's so, that's gonna be pain. Oh, hello!
Happy, huh?
That's why it's here, huh? Not one of the uniques I have to take down, actually. Hold on. It is! At least it's one of the options. Well, I'm not looking to kill uniques right now. I want to finish this. I want to finish getting this map outlined. So I can just wander around as I see fit. Well, at least I know why there's that outcropping there. Okay, so may as well put unique monsters back. Okay, yeah, that explains it. Okay, that explains it. So, that in mind, there's some small islands through there, but that'll be because of the original city. Look, got the camp over there. Unless for some reason I also have to do something with the prison camp, but I don't think so. Okay. We have the fourth pillar remnant there. Explored through there, had missed the secret location. Everything of note here. I can tell. Unless whatever this is over here. And, does that count as maybe? It's also contingent on locations, then I don't know if I feasibly can knock everything out of it. We have that. Another random island. Yep, we've already seen that. Yeah, I'm stumped. I literally don't understand where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Is there a list of names that I can search? Unless I should just go around and try and knock out every unique monster, but I don't know if that would necessarily help. Wherefore art thou? One last cursory glance. If I can't find it after that, I'll just give up. At least for the night. At that point of interest. Unless I have to go find all of the points of interest as well. Which, knowing this game, isn't completely outside the realm of possibility. Alright, zoom out. Yeah, I'm stumped. Well... I wonder if it would help if I started going after every unique monster. Although... probably something better saved by... probably not the right time to do it. I guess then... where am I right now? Well, I guess since I'm already here... Oh, it's also including Oh, right, if it's including locations as well. Because it looks like I do have every... Let's see, if locations are needed, that might explain it. At which point I need to be much more thorough. Because landmarks, it looks like I have it. That's Erythia Sea, come on. Oh yeah, I might want to pay attention to this at least a little bit so I'm not going to completely murk. Oh, people have a full checklist that I can do? Oh, I don't need to be here for a while. Okay, let's just focus on beating people up for now. Go. Alright, one last shot of this. There you go. I'll probably be collecting these since that they're related to a unique... Well, since I need to fight this for... What's the exact resource from these? Okay. Let's see how much these are... Okay. Yep, this is the monster I need. For one of them I can go to anyway. Let's see. Looks like there's some side quests I'll need to... Looks like there's some side quests I need to worry about before I'm allowed to get a few of them, but... I'll have to check on that once I'm done here. Bookmark this to be on the safe side. You're fine. Everything's fine. Maybe. Yes, I know there's a lot I need to check on in chat. I'll deal with it once I'm done. I'll deal with it once I'm done with this. Once I at least know the direction to move in. What? Perfect. Okay, almost down. And down. Perfect. What did I get from that? Skill.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Good thing we found this.
Alrighty. Let's take a look. What's the new skill? Heal self when auto attacks hit. Ooh, useful. Not at all. Alrighty, so there are a few quests that have landmarks tucked away underneath them. I'm gonna sort by name to make sure I have them all. Okay. Alright. So one of them just has us go to Origins, so that's simple enough. One of them... Alright, two of them are hero quests that I've done. Actually, I should be able to see the ones I've done as well. Okay, so... There's an Ascension quest. Interesting. Why not? Okay, so these are the completed ones. What about the uncompleted? Huh. I don't recognize that one, actually. It looks like there might be one related to Colony Mu that I don't. Okay, we've got that one. Alright, we've got that one too. Alright, got that one too. Alright, so it looks like there might be something related to Colony Mu that I need to do. Let me confirm that real quick. Alright, what are the unlock? Okay, so after completing a fair... Alright. Let's see, after completing the Ascension quest... Two pieces of information appear at Colony Mu, which must be discussed by the party at a rest stop for the quest to unlock. If this ends up being the last one, I'm gonna laugh. What happened with Irma came as a shock. This ain't no time to be down in the dumps. I'm sick of not being any help to Fiona. She's the one going through the worst of it after all. Too true. It's our turn to be strong and dependable now. I wonder if this is even what it's referring to. Could be. To be fair, it has been a while since I've last went through here. Is it worth switching to side quest mode at the, well, at the last leg? Hey, look at this! Yep, that's a bit of broken wood, alright. Oh, really, look at it. Don't you find the shape interesting? If you polished it up all nice, it'd make a cool plate with a handle, don't you think? That's a really cleanly broken bit of wood, huh? So it speaks more chopping board than plate to me. Wait a minute. There's something written on it. Huh? Where? Oh yeah, you're right. It reads, need help. Really? Where did you find this thing? On the hidden coast. All kinds of things wash up there. You know, if that was someone's distress signal, maybe some other clues washed up on the beach, let's go have a look. I mean, not exactly what I had in mind. This has been a while since I've been here. Here at the colony, we always tried to say what's on our minds and held nothing back. Irma, though, she would always try to change the subject, never really telling us what she really thought. She did seem to have some deep conversations with Goo sometimes, maybe because Goo's so forgetful. Maybe if we'd just spoken a bit more, this all could have been avoided. But then again, maybe not. Aw, now I want to just grab Goo and hug her so bad. I bet it'd feel much better if I could give her a big squeeze.
Huh. Would you believe it?
What's the poster? There's something written down here. Cleaning duty, Talos Squad. Make sure you close up the waste disposal bag this time. Nico. Look, I said I'm sorry. I don't remember that. How do I not remember that? You know what? I'm about to get sucked into side quest mode. We'll let this be the first thing that we take care of when we come. Well, this time next. Well, actually, would it be this time next week? You know what? Next time I'm able to jump into Xenoblade, we'll let Colony Mu be the first thing we explore. That sound fair? And if still after that, we still don't have all of Erythia Sea uncovered, then I can go haywire exploring every nook and cranny and trying to get everything working. Then I can go completely bloody overboard. Sound fair? Well, too bad, that's what we're going with.
Just part of the protocol, innit?
Alrighty, that's probably a decent place to call it. So, I guess then, since there's a decent amount I need to worry about as far as what's in chat, go ahead and take a look at that real quick. We ending early? Define early. Although I guess it's not quite the 2-hour mark yet, but it's close enough anyway. So, I guess then, since that there's a decent amount to see to in chat, and a decent amount still to say, double check weapon upgrade, I'll check it later. Not in any big hurry on that count. Either way, so, quick rundown of how things are going. Let's see, my focus as far as work on YouTube is on a video for the review channel right now. Trying to get something done before the end of the year, and I am on track for that, though that is occupying most of my time. Still a decent amount going on IRL that I need to see to, but should be better in the long term. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Apart from that, because of how inconsistent things have been lately, I'll likely only be planning ahead. I'll likely only be planning streams ahead on a weekly basis going forward and setting schedules on that weekly basis. So I'll just make sure to announce what the next week will look like relative to whatever stream it is. So, to that end, as far as this upcoming week, I don't know if I'll be able to make Sunday morning work. Let's see, I don't have anything going on that morning apart from, I've got meal prep then, but that's about it. So, I might be able to make Sunday morning work, but might not. I'll try and announce beforehand if I'm unable to make it. Although, even if I get a later start, if I do manage to find time for it on Sunday, it'll be a late start, most likely 8 or 8:30. That's what I'm expecting anyway. So, see how that ends up turning out. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, though, I'm almost certain I won't be able to stream here on Friday, because instead, on December 4th, the Thursday, we have the release of Metroid Prime 4. Given how much I've been looking forward to this, and while I do have my trepidations given some of the kerfuffle around one thing in particular, independent of that concern, let's be honest, it's still Metroid Prime 4, even if there is this annoying thing that might kill the atmosphere. If they nail the level design, it should still be a good time. So, there will be a Metroid Prime 4 release stream, and after that, in theory I could still stream the following the following day, but I'm going to be doing something a little different, because if there was ever a game designed to be thrown on the Game Dungeon, which is another channel I have explicitly set up if I want to just spam live streams as the primary focus, that's where I've been doing it. Well, that's what a channel I have set up for it. I've started a playthrough of Golden Sun: The Lost Age over there and need to get back to it at some point. That's on my to-do list. Honestly, maybe that's what I focus on before Fortune's Weave comes out. But putting that aside, if ever there was a game that I would want to barrel through as quickly as possible, stream every day, and make the stream aspect the primary thing I focus on instead of the thing I do if I have a free evening, it would be Metroid Prime 4. I want to barrel through it as fast as possible. I want to just immerse myself in it. So there likely won't be a stream this time next week, but there will be a Metroid Prime 4 release stream here, and there will be fairly consistent streams on the Game Dungeon channel. That's my plan as of right now. As for how well the game will end up going, I suppose time will tell, but it should be an interesting time either way. I really hope it's good, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed with a lot of people. That's going to be make or break for a lot of people, I suspect. Still, should make for a fascinating week. Hopefully I can get the audio editing I'm working on done before then, as otherwise I don't think I'm getting it done for a very bloody long time. Still, independent of that, I think that covers everything important that needs to be said. Will Fortune's Weave be streamed like Prime 4? Yes. it will fall into the same camp because actually Fire Emblem Three Houses was the first game I ever live streamed, so I probably should be able to look it up pretty easily. So I started the live stream spam for Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're not going back further than... Oh, I see. That'll contain Xenoblade. Let's get rid of that. So I threw up all the stream. So I started first occasion doing a decent number of streams over on my review channel, and then I started doing the streaming shenanigans over here on August 3rd, 2019, and then just kept bloody going. Where I would spend... There would at least be one a day looking at this. Oh my gosh, this is glorious. Yeah, it just kept going. It was a 2-month obsession where it was just wall to bloody wall from the time the game released in the summer to when I finally got through all the story components for all 4 routes 2 months later. Yeah, I'm fully expecting to do the exact same thing for Fortune's Weave whenever that comes out. And I'm fully ready to let it say, alright, there goes my schedule, let's have some fun. Hopefully it ends up being good. If they learn the wrong lessons from Engage in Three Houses, oh, I am gonna have so many words. The Engage video will no longer be the primary focus if that ends up being the case. Though, to be fair, Fortune's Weave may override other priorities anyway, given its relation to Three Houses. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Though, for something long-term like Fortune's Weave, I probably will still have at least one day a week that I throw a stream at here, just to make sure that I'm keeping this channel up. But still, we'll see how it works out. For now then, is there anything I need to mention beyond that? I think so. So I guess then, let's go ahead and look through everything within chat, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night. Okay. Okay, so that's when we got started talking about... Excuse me for a moment, boys. Okay, looks like I'm keeping better track of things. Thought. Oh yeah, I never did say the CRPG I'm planning on busting out. I've got a short list of 3 that I have in mind. I'm debating whether or not to run a poll for it, because I do have a preference as of right now. Though, I'm not sure which one. Well, okay, I have a preference right now, but I don't know if it'll be the preference once I'm finally finished with Xenoblade. So, let's just put it that way. Oh. Thanks for ruining my scroll, YouTube chat. Okay. Kept better track. Okay, and then here we are. So, comment about how Juniper's class isn't great. Well, if I'm going to max it out, I got to deal with it anyway. People are complaining about Switch 2 having no games, and I'm like, what? To be fair, a lot of them are... Well, there aren't a lot of Switch 2 exclusives right now, because even stuff like Pokemon Legends ZA has Switch 2 editions. Well, has a Switch 1 edition, I should say. So, I can't exactly blame them for that, especially since... Actually, now I'm curious, so... List of... Alright, let's... Come on, give me the release dates. Give me a list of them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what did we have just So for 2017, we had Breath of the Wild, MK8, ARMS, Splatoon 2, Pokken Tournament, Fire Emblem Warriors, Super Mario Odyssey, whatever the hell that is, Xenoblade 2, and then... Okay, so that's what we're looking at for from March to December of 2017. And so, Switch 2 exclusives alone, let me think, we've got the ARMS equivalent, we've got Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Age of Imprisonment, and now most recently Air Riders. Let's see, given that one of them is a Warrior spin-off and two of them are racing games, I don't necessarily blame people for having that perception, especially since well, I guess, would you count Legend ZA and Metroid Prime 4 because they're also releasing for Switch 1? So I guess if you include those, it's not as bad, but actually, yeah, I guess it's not the worst thing. Although, to be fair, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was also a prior game, and Breath of the Wild also released on Wii U. So, you know what? It's fair to include the Switch 2 edition games. Either way, let's see what else is in here. And then there's the usual comment from you about PS1 emulation. I'm more having issues with fan translations in GBA. Oh, GBA is trivial. The fan translations are where it gets tricky, because Visual Boy Advance makes things very difficult, very easy. Would you play Dark Souls? We need to feed you again someday. At some point, maybe. I will just keep saying eventually until the point's made. Fun fact, the Bloodborne devs worked on this game after Sony Japan's game devs were laid off. Gee. Or Bloodborne's map designer. Can you link your map in chat? I don't know how you... Oh, I'm not sure how I would do that, but... You know, yeah. You just wait until you find every location. Landmark, yep. When you brought up morality for the theoretical mercenary game, it made me think of another game, but the subject I wanted to talk about relating to it was too long for a live stream comment, so I posted in the main lab of your Discord server if you're interested. Alright, let's see. Morality of Ace Combat: The Belkan War. Let's see. Another game where you play as a mercenary. It's unique in that it isn't a binary good and evil system. Instead, there are three kinds of morality. Okay. So you've got the knights who are focused on justice, soldier for duty, and mercenary. Okay. And mercenary for money. Okay. Give the player a good or bad ending based on which style they pick. Instead, it changes how the game plays out in minor yet significant ways. Okay, that's neat. And since you're only a mercenary, that also tracks there as well. Fascinating. Also changes gameplay significantly as your ace styles determine which bosses you'll fight, which special enemies will show up, and how much money you get. Fair enough. Neat stuff. Ace Combat, huh? Wouldn't have expected it from that. Neat. Thoughts on the monster design in this game? No strong thoughts. Xenoblade 2 battle theme fills empty without Don't Forget Me. Yeah, you do get used to it after a while. Octopath Zero also releases on Thursday? Huh. I've been playing Air Riders, it's fun. I've heard good things, but either way. I'm also saying to people who are complaining about Switch 2 games, don't you have a backlog? Well, I guess the reason why it would be worth bringing up in that case is that if there are so few Switch 2 exclusive games, why would you get a Switch 2 at this point? Though, and that is a fair concern. Because I am enjoying Age of Imprisonment, and I thought Mario Kart World is okay in the grand scheme of things. I can see why people liked it, and there is a decent amount to dig into once you really take a look at it. The problem is that, wow, $80 Mario Kart rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I don't blame them. Still, either way, looks like that's everything of import. Okay, I'll make a note to myself next time we jump in. To another side quest hunt. Starting with looking for... What was that quest called? I want to say it out loud. Alright, do another side quest hunt, starting with looking for that quest at Colony Mew, then continuing the lowest level to highest level pattern. Alright, that'll do. And then in the meantime, if I have any time to grind that isn't being thrown at Age of Imprisonment, I'll get to look at that later. Alrighty, cool. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be mentioned, so I guess as another quick update, short version on the plan for this week. Sunday morning is a solid maybe. If I am able to see to it, it'll be around 8 or 8:30 when I start. Somewhere in that range, most likely. And apart from that, because of the Metroid Prime 4 release on Thursday, that'll be the time I stream. It'll be basically as soon as I get home. And then after that, well, I guess we'll just we'll then not see a stream here on Friday, but you're going to see pretty consistent streams spammed over on the Game Dungeon. The time isn't necessarily going to be as consistent either. If I've got time in the morning to knock things out, I will. So, and depending on how long Metroid Prime 4 runs for, I may have a more consistent, well, keep Friday as a consistent time slot, but that would depend on how long it bleeds over into next week. So we'll see how it turns out. Either way, that'll be all from me. So, thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you all later.